Hi, everybody. Sanbondani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV. Listen, finally, we are going to do the review of episode 2 of The Sport Wives. Okay, I'm still enjoying the show. I'm still enjoying the show. I think my favorite scene at this time was the Clarissa's scene, you guys. The lady that's married to a rugby player that is giving her flames, showing her flames in the marriage. I like the fact that Clarissa seemed to be sharing real stuff that is happening in her marriage, you guys. But with reality TV, you never really know. It might just be a storyline, but I do feel like it's one of those stories that I feel like are real, and there's going to be so many people that are going to be able to relate to that story, and so it is a good one, you guys. It was towards the end of the episode. I loved it. Okay. So remember that in episode 1, they did have that dinner that Bomsey had organized. I think the dinner was basically for the ladies to get to know each other, because we already know these ladies are not really friends like that. Okay. And it was to get to know each other. I guess also to start some drama, because, of course, it's the first episode of the season. We want to know what's coming. Okay. So after the drama that happened at the dinner, then we are dealing with the after. Okay, how people are feeling about what happened at the dinner. Okay, a lot of people thought it was unnecessary. What Sanda did was unnecessary. On the other hand, Sanda is feeling like she did nothing wrong. All she said was, "I know your ex. I know you were married before." Saying to Bomsy, I know your ex, and I guess I know how that went. Okay. I don't know why it's relevant, you guys. I feel like if you know my ex, okay, congratulations to you. Why do you need to tell me that you know my ex? Especially when somebody is married now in a new relationship, it looks like she's happy there. Why would you be bothered by what happened with her in a relationship? But on Susanda's side, you guys, Susanda is saying this was a friend, even though we haven't met this friend, even though she's presenting it as if they're really, really close with this friend, but we haven't seen the friend. But apparently, she's close with this person that was married to Bomsey, and Bomsey was this horrible wife that cheated and went off with a rugby player. Okay. But Bomsey is actually telling a very, very different story from what Sisada is telling, but we'll hear it out, you guys. I don't know if you're going to believe it. I kind of feel like I have no reason not to believe it, because, of course, Sisanda has the side of the ex. Okay, if the ex was doing some funny things in the relationship, they're probably not going to share with their friends. They're going to present the other partner as the one that was wrong in the relationship. So it makes sense that the story that Sisanda is telling and the story that Boms is telling is totally different, because sometimes what happens in our relationships is we know what happens. Sometimes we don't share, and then people just see a breakup and they don't know why we're breaking up. So I am tempted to believe it. But you guys, it's still early in the season. We are still going to watch. So Chris, guys, Chris is the lady that's married to a soccer player that is playing overseas, same sex marriage, you guys. Chris and Boms are meeting for just a walk, like a hike. And also, they're talking about what happened in the relationship. I love that Chris is talking about how her partner or her wife is going to be coming, I think, for like a few months from overseas. So, because it's been difficult for her being married but living alone, she's talking about how she feels like her house doesn't feel like a home, but it just feels like a house, because, of course, she's there alone. There's no love. Okay. So she is coming. I like that for her. I'm guessing that we are going to maybe meet her on the show, which would be great, you guys, for us to meet her. So they're going for a hike. They end up talking about what happened at the dinner, you guys. So listen, they do, even Bombs is saying how crazy that dinner was. I guess even for her, she made a decision that she was going to keep calm, because she realized that the ladies were starting drama. That was Usisanda, not Dipua, because, of course, Dipua had, the help from Dipua. So listen, you guys, she did feel like they were stirring the pot, and in the way they were projecting. And this is how I interpreted her saying, Susanna and Tipo are projecting. Those ladies have been in relationships with sportsmen, and they've gone through some things. Okay. And I felt like she means that, because what has happened in their own relationships, they are looking at her relationship as if it's the same as the relationships that they've been in. I felt like that's what she meant. I don't know if you guys interpreted it differently. Okay, she does say, I think it was in the diary session, that even if somebody knows your ex from your past, what does that, how is that relevant to your current life? How is it relevant if you meet me now and I was dating somebody back in the days? I'm no longer with that person. No matter what happened with that relationship, how is it relevant now? And I think I agree with her. I agree with her, you guys. Nobody should be bringing up anybody's exes. However, this is a reality show, you guys. I mean, it wouldn't make sense if they don't bring each other's past and, you know, imperfections and all of that, because a lot of the times these shows are based on that. So she ends up talking about a relationship, because I guess she's forced into talking about the relationship because she's being asked about it. Of course, Chris was not like insisting on, girl, tell me, how was that relationship one like? She was talking about the dinner. But you know, she's already wondering, because of course Sanda has said what she said. She's going to wonder, what's Gandhi, how did that relationship really end? Is Sanda onto something here? Did it really end the way that Sanda is saying it ended? Okay, it was that kind of a thing. So she ends up saying, listen, I was in this relationship. She says that it wasn't even a year being in the relationship. So I do wonder if she's saying the marriage was not even a year, or the whole relationship was not even a year. Because I would think that was quick. If within a year you go to meet somebody, date them, marry them, and divorce them just within the space of the year, that is extreme. Okay. So, but she does mention something about it lasting 9 months. So I was like, 9 months, what lasted 9 months? Was it the marriage? Was it the whole relationship? I wasn't sure there, you guys. But she does indicate that it wasn't nice. She wasn't treated very nice in that relationship. So when she finally got out, she, you know, it made sense that she got out of the relationship. Guys, listen, uh, I did wonder when she was, even though she's not specific, I did wonder about GBV, if it was, but she doesn't mention it. She just mentioned that was a horrible situation, or I didn't hear her mention it, but it made me wonder if there was GBV in that relationship. She said it was a horrible relationship. She wasn't treated nice, and she had thoughts of even deleting herself because it just wasn't making sense. So, and but she insists, you guys, that she never cheated. Okay. I don't know who you believe, her or Sanda. They usually say that there's her side and his side, and then the truth in between, we never know. Anyway, but she says that when she got home, obviously she had to speak to her husband about the whole situation, because, of course, I mean, your husband is going to be watching the show where people are talking about your ex on the show. She says that her husband is aware that she was in this relationship that wasn't okay. She was married before and the relationship wasn't okay. He is just glad that she was able to get out of that relationship. I think, honestly, you guys, if what she's telling is true, then I think all of us are glad that she got out of that relationship. I do understand Susanna trying to fight for her friend, but I do feel like at the same time it's none of her business, because she might not know some of the things that happened in that relationship, because it was just between the two of them, you guys. So there was a scene between Chris and Bomy. It was very nice. It was very warm. I think that even if I'm not sure about Bomy and Chris really like being like close friends before the show, but I definitely, even if they were not, I can see them building a friendship, because I feel like they are very positive with each other. I think they're very kind with each other, and I can see them building a friendship even if they were not friends before, you guys. So I loved their interaction. It was all positive. Okay. And then, you guys, the other scene was the dramatic ladies, which is Sanda Dupuo, and they are joined by Vuyani. Vuyani is a guy that was had also attended the dinner party. Remember, I said that there were a few extra ladies at the dinner party that ended up not saying much. And also there were like, I don't think, 2 or 3 gay guys. Okay, guys, if I'm wrong, because listen, sometimes we look at people and assume this is a gay guy, when, you know, and we've been wrong before. We've been wrong before. So hopefully you guys have not wrong parts. Okay. I thought they're bringing in that element of a gay guy. Listen, this is different though, you guys, because I hated the addition of the gay guys and their personalities on Real Housewives of Johannesburg. It was too much. They did too much. This is very different, you guys, because Vuyani is very like, it has a very quiet spirit, very calm, and not too and taking over and overwhelming and all of that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but sometimes on a show like this, when you are a friend of, like, you have to act like a friend of. So I like his calm spirit, and I was like, listen, I want to see Vuyani again. I want to see more of him. Okay. Also, for us to see that thing of gay doesn't always have to be. There's different kinds of gays. Okay. I like him though, you guys. So it's Tipua, it's Sisana, it's him. These friends definitely have a history together, even though I feel like the producers are trying to play it like it's Sisanda, Vuyani, and Tipua against everybody. But I think the drama actually lies within the three of them. I think the drama is in there. I feel like that's where the show is. Okay. The other ladies are going to give us more like maturity, real stories about their relationships and all of that, because it does sound like they're going through some real struggles in their lives when it comes to their relationships. We're going to get that from the rest of the ladies. But the drama is here. Okay. The drama is in that threesome. Okay. It's in Tipua, it's in Susana, it's in Vuyani. Vuyani knows a lot. Okay. Even when he's talking, I'm like, this guy, we need more diary sessions with him because he knows a lot of stories. Listen, you guys. So it does sound to me like with Dipo and Susanda, they were friends, and I guess they had some type of a falling off because that they haven't spoken about. We saw a preview where they're trying to discuss it. We'll understand more in the next episode. So they had a falling off of some sort. But I think that because now they were casted for the show, it kind of forces them to spend time together as friends, because it's like the aim here is to make them seem like friends, but there is an underlying thing that feels like they need to talk about. And also, Tipua keeps saying, we do need to talk, my friend saying to Sisanda. So I guess we'll understand that in the next episode. Also, between Sisanda and Vuyani, the gay guy, hopefully I'm not wrong. the, okay, there is this thing because they end up talking about this was Tipua and Vuyani who are talking before Sisanda gets to them because they are at a car wash. Okay. And I think they're getting some drinks. And also, I don't know, I didn't see anybody washing a car. Okay. And I don't know whose car they'll be washing because they were in the car. I think it's the same car that Sisanda had arrived with the other time, of which Dipua said that that is definitely not her car because I know she does not have a car. Maybe she's about to take the car back to the owner and she decided to wash it, but I didn't see anybody washing the car. But definitely they were at a car wash. This is another thing about this group, you guys, because one thing we're getting with them, with Dipua, Sisanda, and I guess Vuyani joining the group, is that they're giving us real stuff. Okay, we want to see some car washes. This is black people, Elokshini. We want to see some car washes. We want to see Ibrai sometimes. We want to see Ikota here and there. Maybe we might get to see Iguinia. And those are the things that makes you feel like you show, okay, we're real here. Okay, maybe the other ladies can give us a little bit of glamour, because we do want to get inspired, with certain things, but we also do want to feel like these are people that we can relate to. So with these girls, they're doing all their sins seem to be at the township. I love that, you guys. So now Vuyani and Dipo end up talking about the fact that there is tension between Vuyani and Sisanda, because Sisanda thought that Vuyani was seeing someone that she was seeing. So kunokushayana ngesitina. Kunokushayana ngesitina somewhere. That's why I was like, listen, Vuyani must stay because we need to know that story. Did he? Did he or did he not? Did he not? Okay, date Susanna's whatever. So they just doing a recap of what happened at the party. Obviously, Susanna doesn't regret what she said at the party. And then one thing that we heard was that Udipo is saying one of the girls, which is I think it's Tulu, pulled her aside and told her that the other girls were plotting against her. I don't know, you guys. I did not see that last season. Maybe it wasn't on camera, but that's what she said. Tulu told her that the others, I think Tulu is Bambanani's wife, told her that the other girls are plotting against her. That would be Clarissa, Bomy, and the other one, okay? Whom I've forgotten, okay? The other the other group is plotting against the poor. Okay, they want to come for her. The poor is like, I'm already, okay. Listen, you guys. So now they have this thing where they've given the others nicknames. There's the one that they call a metric. I think that is they've given Chris the name metric, and then it's take along. There's a friend that she was with, I guess, take along, and then Umshoza is Tulu. I guess Tulu is Umshoza because she's short or something. But it's just a friends thing, you guys, that you do sometimes, you know. Trying to be funny between friends, okay? But I know that that's not going to sit well with the other ladies because they might have to answer for that if they ever do the reunion on why they've given the other ladies some names, you guys. Listen, so they do end up just talking about that fact that Dipua and Susanna needs to have a talk. And I think that talk is going to be about what happened with our friendship. Because imagine, you guys, you have a friendship with someone, you have a falling off, whatever the cause of a falling off. And also, they're saying Susanna was somewhere overseas for some time. And it sounded like she just came back to the country and then started shooting the show. Now you're shooting the show, you just have to pretend you're friends, but you don't talk about what happened with your friendships. So I get that. If really there was a falling off, I get why Dipua wants to talk, okay? Even though every time that she mentions that, Sisanda acts like she knows nothing about what Dipua wants to talk about. So I don't know, you guys. That is going to be interesting. We also saw Ubomzi, you guys, with Sisanda. So Bomzi has called Sisanda because she's like, listen, you know about my ex, come and tell me about it here. Let's do lunch or something, okay? I really feel like I might be wrong, you guys. I feel like Usisanda did express that she had been in a relationship with a soccer player for a very long time. He never married her, and I think she's one of those people that really wanted to get married. And here is Bomzi here, who's been married. The relationship didn't work out, walked out of that relationship, and then now married to another, you know, another sportsman. So I kind of understand the resentment. It's like, how dare you get married twice when I haven't been married even once, kind of a situation. Okay. So I do feel like with this and everything that Bomzi does, says, just a manga, it irritates her and all of that. And as she's going to sit down there where they're having, I think they're going to have lunch. Ubom was just wearing a long dress, white, I think it's like white and blue, one arm dress. And then when she goes there, she's like, oh, ingubo engathi shit, nanya lapho uhleli nginengubo engathi shit. You know when you don't like somebody, everything, their hair irritates you, the way that they talk, the way that they dress. So I think that at this point is not it's that kind of a situation. The dress might not be the best looking dress, but it wasn't bad either. So if you don't like a person, it might really look like it's really bad. So now they get to talk about what happened at dinner. Bombsy does say, listen, I don't have a problem with the fact that you know my ex, but it was the way that you delivered that information. But let me tell you what happened with my ex. She says that they were at a certain event with her husband. They met the ex-husband. They were with the ex-husband at a certain event, met the current husband. They had a small interaction, fine, goes back to her relationship, and then some time passes where she's trying to work on this relationship, it doesn't work out, they go their separate ways. And then she goes to another event with a friend and her fiance, the friend and the fiance. The fiance brings a friend. That friend ends up being her current husband. Okay, she gets there, she's like, definitely I've met you somewhere. Okay, so that's how she says she never cheated. She's clear to say that. Susanna doesn't believe it. But I wish that Susanna will bring some receipts at least to say, listen, Bombs is lying because this is what I know for sure happened. Okay. But she just said, listen, Bombs is lying. I can see it in her eyes, whatever, whatever. I don't know, guys. I'm waiting for a time where they provide receipts. For now, I think I'll believe Bombs because with Sisanda, it's a second-hand information. It's not the ex that is talking. It's Sisanda who is the friend to an ex, and an ex is not going to present himself in a horrible way to his friends. Okay, and then with Bombs, it's a first-hand information because it's her information. We just now need to hear from the ex. So I am definitely tempted to believe Bombs, but guys, different information might come because we might get different receipts later on. Maybe Sisanda is going to call an ex and be like, listen, she didn't cheat on you. give me something to prove that she did, okay? Because she's really convinced that Momsy did cheat on her ex. I don't know how that is relevant to Susanna. I don't know how that changes her life or the price of her two slices of bread. I don't know, okay? But just she seemed to be so bothered by it, you guys. So we get to the scene now where Clarissa and I think she said it's Siodi. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right in Tim. Siodi was also at, I think she's the one that they are calling Take Along. Okay, they've given that nickname, Susanna and Depo. Now, they explain that relationship. Clarissa is the one that's married to Leon, who is a rugby player. So now they're explaining their relationship. They met because their kids are in the same class, grade R, and then they are friends. So they ended up being friends. Okay. Now they're doing like a picnic kind of a situation. I was like, listen, I need a picnic with my friends. There's actually a picnic at a botanic garden this weekend, and they have like a lineup of many KZN comedians. It's just that it's such a busy weekend, the weekend before Christmas. I did consider going there, but it's going to be so nice and we are doing something like picnic. Anyway, they do a picnic kind of style. So now they get to talking about Clarissa's relationship, because I guess she already knows that something is happening, and she's like, "Girl, what's happening with you and your husband?" Remember, you guys, Clarissa had spoken about her struggles in her marriage because she feels like she hasn't done the things that she wanted to do with her life, because here she is supporting this husband in his journey of being a long whatever playing a rugby player who keeps going back to rugby playing. So she hasn't done her own things. That is a struggle within a marriage. And a lot of the times, guys, when a woman is in a relationship and they've done that, where they've given up on their own stuff to support their union with their husband and support their husband, once they start thinking about their own careers, it's because they know it's about to end. They know it's about to end. So now they have to think about, oh crap, how am I going to make it? Like, how am I going to feed myself if I leave this man? And then they start thinking about the fact that they haven't done the things that they wanted to do with their lives. I think there is a situation here with Clarissa. So she says, listen, girl, me and my husband, guys, I can't even imagine it. She says, me and my husband only communicate through WhatsApp and only about the kids. Siot is like, listen, you live in the same house. How? Apparently, you guys, her husband has been a cheater, okay? Cheater, cheater. How does Giselle from Real Housewives of Potomac says, cheater, cheater, cookie eater, or something like that? He's been a cheater. But it's one of those things where you like, he's up to something, but you like, sometimes, you come across things, sometimes you don't. So this time she decided, you know what, I'm gonna check my husband's phone. He had an old phone. I guess maybe he upgraded, left the old phone there. I was like, I'm going to check it, and found something. Multiple women, multiple relationships, some that have lasted for years. So at this point, her relationship with her husband doesn't make sense. This is my thing, you guys, and I've said it on my main channel. When it comes to the phones and partners, people will say, don't touch your partner's phone. This is my thing. I feel like under normal circumstances, you guys, when the relationship is working out and you're okay and you're happy, you have no reason to worry or whatever, leave your partner's phone alone. I agree. But I feel like, you guys, if I'm at a point in my relationship where I feel like, no, man, something is not the same here. I'm not happy. I'm not understanding what's going on here. This person is moving funny, but I can't make a decision with my life because I don't know what's happening. I want to know what's happening. Just get the phone, just get that phone, check it. It's just that you have to be prepared, because you're going to find things there, and you have to be if you want to know the truth. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be in denial, it's okay, don't check the phone. But if you want to know, if I feel like this person is not moving fine, I'm not happy in this but I don't know what's happening, what the hell is happening, I'm checking that phone, you guys. I'm checking that phone because I want to know what the hell is happening. Okay. So I'm like half half. I'm like, I understand people that said don't touch the phone. If there's no reason to touch the phone, don't. But if there is, touch that phone, okay, and make a decision for yourself. because you'll be staying in a relationship or a marriage where you are not even safe, and you don't know it, and the information is right there on the phone. So why not just check the phone and then make decisions with your life? If you stay, but you're staying, let's live the truth, okay? That Tina is not gonna help you. Let's live the truth. This man is cheating with 5 women. Some of these relationships have lasted 3-4 years and all of that. But I'm staying, okay? Because you can still stay if you decide. So, guys, it was very emotional for Clarissa because, I mean, guys, she says that her husband begged her to come back from overseas and be with her in South Africa and be with him in South Africa. She's like, why would you beg me to come back? And then you are still going to do the funny things that you are doing. I felt it for her, you guys. I felt very, very sad for her. And now I can't remember how old they said she was. So have to think about now the things that she has to do because maybe the marriage is now falling apart. She says he comes back late at night and they're not really communicating. That's not even a marriage at this point, you guys. And she says that the thing that's driving her crazy, and this is what men do all the time. She says at times, because now the phone, she's checked the phone, now she knows the truth. Definitely, because before she'd be like, I think she is, I think, now she's checked the phone, it's confirmed that everything that she was feeling, all her instincts when she thought the husband was cheating, he was really cheating. But she says now what's driving her crazy is that during those times when she would say something is off here, her husband would talk about how she needs psychological help. She's going crazy. Because they would do that to you. They will cheat on you and then make you feel like you are the crazy one, you guys. Listen, I think that with Clarissa, it's a really sad story. I do hope that it's not one of those that they're just making it a little bit more for just the show. It does sound real, you guys. I did feel like she really genuinely was getting emotional about what's happening in her marriage. But I do love the fact that she's sharing it because then it balances it out. Okay, there's going to be drama that just doesn't make sense because it's a reality show. We're talking about an ex that you dated long time ago and we're fighting about it. That's a reality show. But it's great when you have, a balance of okay, that's real, that's real. Anyway, I thought that her friend Siodi was very supportive, but it's very I can imagine you guys, you sitting there having a picnic, but there's all of these other people here, and your friend is sharing this information. I did feel like it was a little bit uncomfortable for her, but she was trying to support her friend. Guys, listen, definitely I'm still enjoying the show. I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. I'm not having that thing of, oh my God, when is the next episode? But I'm like, definitely, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm not missing it. So I'm enjoying. I think they did a good one with this one. I think they did good. Okay. I'm loving it. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. By the way, I haven't forgotten that I have to do the part 2 of the Mommy Club, the reunion. It's a weekend, you guys. So definitely you are going to get that episode. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to make sure that you are subscribed to all of my channel. Thank you so much. Ngenithanda kakhulu.